just like give you updates and retire from the race.
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है चलेगा.
I've taken the
अरे
Williams.
मस्ती कर रहे रे, अरे मस्ती कर रहे रे, क्या रे तुम लोग भी.
Holy shit, this Red
ए
Bull is
भाई
quick.
भाई भाई थोड़ा जबान संभाल के, स्ट्रीम चालू है. क्या यश.
Is it live?
यार.
That's quite the way to start off the finale, I must say.
Wait. THT, one sec, कुछ बोलो. Audio check.
Audio check, audio check.
1, 2, 3.
We are all audible, and that is perfect. While I share the stream, Yash and Redstone, you all can do the intros.
Yash, take us away, bro. Being the founder of the hybrid theory.
Oh, I'm starting a lap, bro. Can you do it, please?
Welcome to the season finale of the Realistic Division Season 3. We are so excited to have you guys here, and it's going to be a thriller to say the less. And Khushrov is our championship leader. He's 246 points in total, and Caesar is in P2, and he has a mountain of a task to climb with. He's trailing back by 31 points. There are quite a few scenarios in which Caesar could wrap up the title. Otherwise, it's a walk in the park for Khushrov, and he's not with us today. He's not racing. He's that confident that he's sealed this championship.
Certainly.
Meanwhile, speaking of the...
Thank you, Redstone.
The scenarios, would you want to run us through that, Chips?
I don't have the graph ahead of me, so if you can just do that while Yash,
so
I
there
can see
are quite a few scenarios. Either Caesar gets maximum points, which is 41.
Thanks,
he needs to finish first in qualifying, first in the race, and get all the bonus points, which is clean race points, fastest lap, and DOTD, which will give him 41 points in total. Otherwise, he needs to miss one bonus point and have 40 in total. Miss 2 bonus points, have 39 in total. Miss all bonus points but finish first in qualifying and the race, which will put him on 37 points. Finish second in the race but get maximum points elsewhere, 34 will be the tally. Finish second in race and qualifying but get all bonus points, which will get him 32.
So what's the current gap between Caesar and Khushrov?
31.
31 points, right?
Yes.
So he needs a good qualifying session, Caesar. If he does not qualify, I think he was set higher than 6th or 7th, he may not. I think that's championship wrapped up for Khushrov already.
Yes.
He needs a good qualifying. It's imperative that nobody out-qualifies him. But I think that's going to get all
going to
mountain.
be a task, yeah, with the Haas especially on a track which is not that straightforward.
Yep. I hope I remember my corner names. I see somebody's tire wall is going up the hill towards, I think this is called Ferradura. I would like to have my corner names right, but I'm not sure if I can remember all of them properly. We have Abhishek.
And am I the only one who's seeing Caesar out on inters there with the lap?
Nope, it's Redstone as well on intermediates. He's not out on track right now, but we have Abhishek in the Alpha Tauri, not the fastest car definitely on the grid, but Abhishek is a very fast driver. Yes, I think that's P3 sealed for him in the championship, right? I think that is the case.
That should be the case. I don't think anyone's going to pip him in for P3. In the
I don't think. Yeah, Quick Killer isn't racing, so it's not going to be Quick Killer for sure. Abhishek takes provisional pole, a 109.447. Round with a good lap as well, a 109.9. Shooter coming up to the line. He's not using any battery shooter, so I expect to see Shooter go for a better run, a better attempt with the help of battery in a few minutes time. As Basil has a massive movement, takes too much grass on the entry to turn 1, also called the Senna S's, and he bends his lap before he even got it going. So that's unfortunate. Wicked Vicky has also invalidated his lap. As I can see, 1, 2, 3 drivers have 4 drivers who have retired from qualifying. I think some of them are quali bans, some of them are people who have crashed out. I saw somebody has definitely crashed out. And Redstone, you're out on the intermediates. Do you expect some rain?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to play my part and influence any points in qualifying at least.
Yep.
So I'm just going to
crash and go for the Kimi Raikkonen line. I think if you know, in 2012, oh, Yash, you have left the session. That is a bit of a problem, obviously, because in P3, and I think that's a network issue for Yash. He should join back in due course of time. I think let's have a look at Shooter again. Shooter's not using any battery while doing his laps. I don't think Shooter. And who's that? Is that you, Redstone? That is you.
Yeah, that is me. I was just getting out of the way. But I think, what are your predictions for pole chips? What do you think?
I want to say PSI Legends.
Yeah. I mean, he's quite a quick driver, given that he's
my team
piloting that Red Bull.
Yeah, and he's my teammate
in another league.
Yes, he's my teammate in IRL, and I do know him for being one of the fastest drivers in qualifying. I expect nothing else from him apart from that. And VFix in the Alpine, a car which he loads, he is in P3 at the moment on those medium tires. While PSI,
I think that's a valiant effort from him, given he's on the mediums and the car he's driving. I mean, it's quite a dump truck, that car, I must say, the Alpine.
Wow, you're not holding back any words today, are you all? As Yash, I believe you are back. Can you confirm that? No? Okay. So we shall have Yash back in some time. I will come back to you. Okay. We will come back to you in a bit as we see Wicked Vicky coming up to the line. He will not come back to you, for he is going to come all the way to the top of the pile. P1 provisional pole for the McLaren driver. A 109 flat.
That 109 flat is quite a good banker lap, I must say, given he's driving the McLaren. So
very competitive, I must say. But we have VFX coming up to the line, goes through Subeda the boxes, and I think, is he gonna box? No, he's taking the shortest run to the line, the Alpine driver. I think this is gonna be good enough for pole. It is by 33 milliseconds from Wicked Vicky. VFX steals the pole position. As yes, thank you for stopping by in the comments, Captain Gaming. Also my very good friend. But yeah, we have a couple of people. Yes, yet to start their laps. Redstone. How does I think is not very representative on intermediates, the track right now?
Yeah, it's good practice for me though.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of time I can set with these inters.
So let's discuss once again. Caesar, currently he's out on soft tires, 8 minutes to go. Tire wear is not as much of an issue around here as on other tracks. You could pull out, say, 15 laps or so with competitive pace on soft tires.
Tire wear is definitely an issue here, Chips.
It is, but not as much as other tracks. Definitely there is an issue to have tire wear, but I would say it's not as profound as other tracks. You can see the effects of tire wear more emphasized on tracks like, say, Spa, Silverstone, maybe even Monza for that matter, but I think that it's pretty reasonable around here. Hello Hoshrav, good morning to you too. It's unfortunate that you're not racing, but at the moment it looks very nice for you and not very nice for Redstone, who has done a nice slide into the place where Stoffel Van Doorn crashed in 2017.
I think just cutting some grass for these lads, you know.
Oh, you're the Valtteri Bottas, I see.
Always.
He always has been.
Yeah. Mirul is running pretty low on battery starting this lap, as Hoshrav saying that Redstone, you're quite useless.
Yeah, I've been told that before.
Oh.
No surprises there, but given I've missed majority of the races in another league.
Yeah.
All right. Let's focus on this league for now, boys.
I think Caesar really needs to pick up the pace here.
Caesar is on a lap. He's getting some semblance of a tow from his teammate up ahead, Basil. Who is that getting out the way? Need I ask once again? There's a driver ahead of Caesar at the moment. But Caesar going up to Albon corner. I want to say this is Bico de Pato. I'm not sure with my pronunciation and my corner names, but this corner is called Merulio, if I'm not wrong, and coming up towards June South, the end of Sector 2, Caesar's 3.8 seconds up on his previous best, but that was set on the intermediate tires. Cars ahead of him are getting out of the way before he gets to Subeda the boxes, and the Haas driver will get some little bit of a tow from the AlphaTauri ahead. DRS open, slipstream to the line for Caesar. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be pole by 22 thousandths from VFX. Caesar steals The pole position provisional pole. Somebody has just
I mean,
ghosted back on track.
that's quite a
PSI
lap.
legends. PSI legends.
Given that's only like 5 tenths or so away from the fastest lap time set by the driver in a Red Bull.
Yep.
I think Caesar definitely has a few more tenths in the bag, and he needs to maximize quali results to give him a decent shot at winning the championship. Otherwise, it's game over.
That is true. And as I said, PSI legends with the brilliant lap as we expected from him. He's a very good qualifier. I just hope that his race goes as well as his qualifying has. Raman, I think Raman is on a cooldown lap. Yeah, he's recharging battery. Abhishat's also not on a lap. Baz is out of battery. Charles Leclerc is in the pit lane. Shooter is using battery, but he is... I think he's conserving some battery. Redstone here doing practice runs. And I think Smith has invalidated. So, lot of chaos up and down the field. And at this point in time, it's Caesar in P2. He is going to score 7 points from qualifying if things stand the way they are. But expect things to change. Expect the unexpected in Formula 1. I'm excited to see his strategy for the race, as I can see dark clouds forming above us as Caesar absolutely goes for it into the pit lane. Do you expect any rain? Is there rain for the main race, guys?
I'm gonna tell you in just a second. I'm just gonna go out for a run on softs and see how the track feels. Might just not complete the lap, but yeah.
As Yash, you're out on track, you're doing some practice runs, you're in the Red Bull.
No, I'm just going back into the pits to put on a set of softs myself to put myself in contention for pole position here.
Yes. Okay, guys, with 4.5 minutes left in the session, what's your bet for pole position? Who's your bet?
I think PSI on pole, but Caesar really needs to pull something out of the bag and put in a lap of his lifetime here to really have a chance.
All right. So you would say PSI for pole.
Yeah.
And where would you put Caesar? Where would you put Caesar in this battle? Because VFX is right behind him, so is Wicked Vicky. They're separated by 55 thousandths, Wicked Vicky and Caesar, at this moment. Who's gonna be? Where's Caesar gonna be?
Caesar, I think, has to be. Let me just check quickly.
Now, what's your prediction? If you
I think he can put it in P3. Caesar.
P3? Okay, and Yash, what's your prediction? Who's going to be on pole? Where's Caesar going to finish in qualifying?
Caesar, I think, is going to finish P3 like Ajitesh said, and I think I'm going to get pole.
No, because at the moment VFX is in the Alpine. VFX has gone a 108.5, a 10th faster than the Red Bull driver. That is a very good lap, and he's in the Alpine. I think that is an immediate benchmark for everybody else, and that's a brilliant lap, I must say. Mirrell getting out the way of the Ferrari of, who's that? Smith, who is not using any battery, who is also on race runs, I believe. So, a lot of drivers doing race runs, 5 retirees from qualifying, all of them, I believe, having quali bans. And wow, somebody is trying to start a war with PSI in the chat, saying Alpine is not loved. Wow.
I mean, I second that person, whoever that is.
That person is my friend who I invited to watch the stream. Giving him a nice shout out today, but yes. So there are some words to be discussed. I will come back to you certainly, but we are currently on board with the Alpine. Speaking of the Devil team, Alpine currently in P5 and P1. Mirrell and VFX. That seems like a nice pairing, I must say. And somebody's destroyed wheel is on the exit of what is this? Interlagos. Yeah, so I think let's do one entire lap on board with somebody. I'll still be on board with you, Yash. Forgive me for ruining your attempt. Through the Senna S's, Yash to 44, Gosale 24, through the Curve de Sol, onto the Reto Oposta, DRS open, and this is a nice back straight as we go towards Desida de Lago, the scene of two lakes, as it's called in Portuguese, I think that is it? Yeah. Nonetheless, going through this left-hander and approaching Ferradura, I would like to say. The fast right-hander tricky corner, you can invalidate your lap very easily. Yash keeping it under control, and this is a corner which I don't know how to pronounce, neither do I know how to pronounce this corner. And I'm just, I think, gonna give it up before we get to the Albon corner, also I think, which is known as Bico de Pato. Now Yash navigates it decently and keeps it under control through Merulio, The Red Bull is a very planted car, rear end and front end, and up to Junsao, where Lewis Hamilton made his famous overtake on Timo Glock in 2008. Approaching Subedo the boxes, we don't use that layout of the track here at Interlagos in F1, but DRS open to the line. This layout of Interlagos is going to see Yash Gosalia go up to P2.
Whoa, that means VFX's lap was absolutely insane because I by no means was going slow. And I am slow though, but like, just saying.
And Wicked Vicky is down in the first sector. There was an Alpine who was ahead of him. That must be VFX, who was just on his outlap. And with just less than a minute to go, it's going to be crucial for everybody to pick up the pace. And Yash, I must say, you going in P2 has given Caesar an even taller mountain to climb. Because now Caesar has one less point to get in qualifying. That's one fewer point he's going to get in qualifying at this point. And never mind, there you go. I was expecting something like that to happen. But yeah, so Caesar starting his lap. I'll be on board with him. Mirrorless retired. He's crashed out at turn 1 at the Senna S's. Not sure what's going on there with him, but Hushrav very happy that Caesar is having a little bit of issues in terms of position. But Caesar taking the shortest possible route onto the Reto Oposta down towards the Cedar del Lago, and he's up in the first sector by a very small margin. Will it be enough though to displace Wicked Vicky come the end of the lap? Caesar going up towards Ferradura. Let's be on board with the Haas driver. Stick close, but I think there's a little bit of rain shower coming. Guys, what's the weather forecast? Please let me know once the quali ends. The checkered flag is out. Archer cannot get to the line in time. There are a couple of drivers coming up to finish their laps. There's a Ferrari who is Charles Leclerc is going to go P6. There's a Red Bull of PSI who improves 108.327, a brilliant lap. But what can the championship prospect do? He's maintained his pace throughout the first and second sector. Got a little bit of a bad exit through Junsao. Coming up to Subeda the boxes. What can Caesar do? Taking the shortest run to the line. The Haas driver needs this lap. He needs it to be a brilliant, perfect lap. But at this rate, I don't think it's going to be any better than an improvement on P4. It's not. He stays P4. Will somebody else beat him? Shooter can. Shooter could possibly beat him. Shooter in the AlphaTauri is going... I know he's boxing. Never mind. What about Wicked Vicky and VFix? VFix coming up to the line. Can VFix steal pole? Right at the death here. VFix is about to finish his lap. And he's also taking the shortest possible run to the line. It's very close between invalidation and a fastest lap. And VFX cannot improve his position. He can improve his time. And it's all up to Wicked Vicky now. Can Wicked Vicky improve? I don't think he can. That's the end of qualifying.
Okay, I think with what Caesar has done, he gets 5 points.
Yes.
For his quali efforts. So Caesar needs to win the race and get clean race points to be able to win the championship as it stands.
Yes. It's gonna be...
he needs to get 25, which will give him 30 points. He needs to win the race at all costs.
He does. That is going to be crucial for Caesar that he gets the race win, because that's the only way he's going to get this last gasp at the championship. Because he is not scoring too many points. He didn't score too many points rather at Canada. It's going to be an uphill battle for him come the main race, but wow.
He needs to focus on winning the race as well as get clean race points, keep his nose clean.
So the current gap was 31, right?
31. So he scores 5 points in qualifying, and he needs to get the win.
So I must say, if he gets the win at this rate right now, if he gets the win and clean race points, even without the fastest lap, he would still win, because that's 25 to 27.
That's correct.
So in any case, Caesar has to win the race to win the championship.
He has to win the
Otherwise,
race.
It's done for. So let me run us through the order, or Yash, would you like to run us through the order?
Yeah, so we have... Oh wait, I need to go to that screen. We have PSI Legend who takes pole, followed by VFix, Wicked Vicky and Caesar in P4, King Mirul, Charles, Basil, Raman, Abhishek and Shooter making up a top 10. Then we have Smith, Redstone, Shrikant Harsh, Jishnu, Harshi, Easy Level Bot and Archit, who haven't put in a lap, and I disqualified myself.
Yes. Fairly so, to stay out of the championship battle.
So for someone who's leading the who's like quite close in the championship in another league, that's a very slow time. But I mean, okay, it's another league, so we don't
All right.
Talk about it.
We're talking about THT here, guys. Let's stay to where we are. So it's interesting to see the founders start 12th and 19th in the race. And guys, do we have a formation lap or no? I think we do, right?
Yep, we do.
We do have a formation lap. So
we do.
we shall have a look at the tire strategies in just a moment. Is it raining? That's the question.
not.
No.
It's a dry
sunny
race.
skies and all throughout?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. I would have liked to see some weather spice things up a bit. Brazil is one of the few places left where we go to where we can still see some weather. Obviously, you don't expect to see rain in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, Abu Dhabi.
How would the drivers have loved it to rain in Qatar this previous weekend? Because I mean, not only were the tires absolutely on the limit, but so were the drivers. We saw so many of them struggling to get out of the car. We saw Sargent almost unconscious. We saw Lance Stroll, Ocon throwing up. We saw Lance Stroll, who by some people who I did read about, said that he actually did pass out for a couple of seconds getting the car back because he slammed his head right and left, which is very uncharacteristic of a driver. But yeah, anyway, on to the race, Chip. So
let's
probably
have a look at the tire strategies as VFix has sliding his way ahead of PSI, and they have made contact and they have disqualified each other from immediately.
So that's going to put Caesar in a prime spot.
So
we know Caesar's been getting rapid starts off the line, so if he's able to get the jump on them, then he can like try and hold them off for as long as he can.
Well, let's have a look at the tire situation at the moment. So our pole sitter PSI is on softs. He is followed by VFX on mediums.
You want to emulate Verstappen versus Lewis here?
It's possible. Anything's possible. It's still 36 laps to go. Wicked Vicky on mediums. Caesar is on softs for the race start. It's crucial that he gets a good start, and he's done exactly that. He's put himself in the best position by putting himself on the advantageous tire. I feel it's a very good call to go on the softs. Miral all the way down to Shooter. So that's Mirul, Charles Leclerc, Basil, Raman, Abhishek and Shooter who are all on the medium. Smith Shah starting P11 is on softs. Come down. Redstone's on mediums. Shekant's on mediums. So is Harsh and Jishnu. Harsh is on hards. Easy levels on medium. So is Archit. And Yash rounds up the back of the grid. You are on the hard.
I must say, this Williams is not as bad as one might think. It's quite cute to drive.
Cute is a neat way to put it. As we see the drivers line up. It's crucial for Caesar to line up well. He needs to position. Let's have a look at the way he positions his car. I don't think he's in control. Those are very robot-like inputs from Caesar at the moment. He needs to get in control of his car soon. And okay, there you go. He is in control and he should be angling his car in a very opportune manner. Let's have a look. Caesar is taking his sweet time as he can. There is no hard and fast about it. He can take his time to line up his car. He should look to line up straight or angling a little bit towards PSI and Wicked Vicky. But I think he's going to just go for a straight lineup. No questions asked whatsoever. And Yash, please let me know when you've entered your grid box.
I have.
Alright, so that's going to be... I can't see the lights. Alright, I can. So... Alright, I'll take it from here. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, Season 3 THT finale. It's gonna be lights out and away we go. It's a good start from PSI. There's a lot of wheel spin for VFix and I think Caesar got a decent start. He's already jumped up into P3 and he has the inside line from Wicked Vicky. He moves up into P2. Further back I saw somebody going off track there and Caesar the inside line down the right of Persona. He makes the move around Curvatusol and he's ahead. He's into P2 and he's just behind PSI. Wicked Vicky is harassing him but I don't think he can do much at this point. Further back I see Raman and Redstone up very close, almost making contact. Redstone staying behind, understandably so. Yash is getting a bit involved in the midfield battle here, or rather the tail end battle here with Abhishek and co. VFix and Wicked Vicky are trading places. So is Charles Leclerc. I think Wicked Vicky's had a bit of a bad run through Lerania, I think it's called. Yeah, let's get back to this battle up front. Caesar just half a second behind PSI. PSI getting a brilliant start. V6 will keep Caesar honest, but not with snaps like that. We saw him have to overcorrect so much over there. Easy level and Shrikant are making some, I think they've just traded places there. But as we end lap 1, PSI has driven a brilliant first lap and he is comfortably in the lead. Caesar is under threat from V6, who will definitely be attacking the Haas driver. He has nothing to lose. He's a reserve driver at the moment, V6, so he will be going for it all out. As we start lap 2, PSI in the lead by a second. Any updates from the track, boys? How does the track feel, boys?
I think it's quite low on grip,
this?
but
Raman cutting the track, Raman cutting some grass, and Raman also cutting his chances of scoring some good points as well in the process. Down to P13. And just ahead of Harshi and Yash as well. So Yash, oh, there's a nice battle behind you, Abhishek and Archit. So Abhishek, P3 man, I don't think too much can be done from P17 at this point for Abhishek. It's going to be an uphill battle as Yash going up the hill has a very close moment with, oh, somebody's lost their part of their end plate. That's Abhishek. So speaking of the AlphaTauri driver, that is very problematic for Abhishek. As look at this, 1.7 seconds between P1 and P2, 2 tenths between P2 and P3. V6 is harassing Caesar. So is Wicked Vicky hassling Charles Leclerc as they go towards Subeda the boxes. It's going to be close between the Williams, McLaren and the Ferrari. Is going to be close. A yellow flag further back. Caesar and V6 have traded places, and I think V6 will go ahead. Willie, as we go towards the Senna S's, I think Caesar will have to yield for now, but he wants to get a switchback, I think. Will he get DRS? Who's going to get DRS? I don't have telemetry enabled. I can't say for sure. It is going to be Caesar. So Caesar, with the help of the DRS, is going to go for a move at the Interlagos. He won't. For the back, I see Shooter getting interested in making a move on Mirror. He can't do that either at the moment. For the back, I see Harshi and Yash very close. Alright, this is a battle for P14. Not points at the moment, but every battle matters.
And Basil goes for a spin.
Alright, that's a moment for Basil and his teammate losing some composure, and himself, Basil, having a bit of a moment, and Basil going back up the hill. That's a very oddly made piece of terrain, I must say, there in Brazil. But let's follow the battle up ahead. Bifix is pulling away from Caesar, and crucially, Caesar's already out of DRS. This is not looking good for Caesar as he's just tumbling backwards, and he's going to be under from Wicked Vicky.
It is a long race and anything could happen. So
Caesar needs to play this smart with strategy.
I think he needs to pull out a strategy masterclass and see how to go about it from there.
Exactly, as we have Shrikant and Harsh very close at turn 1, the Senna S's. And hello Sharath, I think that's you, Domathor. Yes, nice to see you in chat. Please do come for some races as well. We would love to see you back in the race seat. But yeah, a lot of action going on. Up here, alright, Caesar having a massive moment at the exit of Interlagos. Just picking up a penalty as we go towards Ferradura and Merulio. Wicked Vicky is hassling the Haas driver, and he is obviously going for it, but Charles Leclerc hits the McLaren driver, and Wicked Vicky is sent spinning around. I think Charles Leclerc has a little bit of end plate damage as such, because he looks to be struggling. Shooter goes for the dive on Mirul. Yup, I can see that they're going to go side by side through what's this corner? Merulio. I keep forgetting my names. This is Junsao. I remember the famous corners, obviously. Shooter has a great run, and let's be honest with Redstone. Let's have a look at what Redstone is seeing from his first person perspective as well. Shooter is going to go for the move. Let's go on to cinematic camera for a moment. And that's a neat move by the AlphaTauri driver, who gets past the Alpine.
Is already flashing.
No, but Shooter goes onto the grass. He makes a mistake, and that's going to open up the threat from Redstone. As Shooter gets a horrible run. Redstone goes around the outside at Curve de Sol, and he's made the move on Shooter, who's lost another position at this point. And he's now under threat from Harsh, who might go for a dive wheelie. These two very good friends, Shooter and Harsh, but no racing on track. No friends on track. It's racing on track. Yeah. They're championship rivals as well, but on track it's only racing. No friendships on track. Caesar is struggling with the rear end. Yeah, as it should be. Friendships are meant for off track as well. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Anything can happen here. It's not like we haven't seen drivers use their friendships to trade some places and get in an advantageous position. But we see Wicked Vicky and Hershey. So Wicked Vicky will be furious with Charles Leclerc for that move at Larania. Through Bicker the Pato they go, the two Mercedes-powered cars, and Hershey has a massive moment there, losing position and possibly to Basil as well, to Wicked Vicky and possibly to Basil as well. Charles Leclerc and Caesar trade
struggling a bit.
Not a bit. He's actually struggling quite a lot, and he's now down to P4. He is not getting good exits either. So this is getting a bit problematic for Caesar. He needs the race win, but currently he's in P4, under threat from P5. King Mirul, who's gonna go for a move at the Interlagos. Will he? He decides against it. That was a lock-up. He almost wiped out the only remaining championship contender left at this point. Hushrav is chilling. He's watching the race. He's having a good time, I believe. That's exceptional to have that level of dominance. Yash getting a bit close to Raman, who's not really having a good time, the Williams driver. Redstone, you're in a nice little sandwich here. There are 2 cars out of the 3 cars behind you. You're in a
I'm in a sandwich I do not want to be in.
In a quintuple layer sandwich, I must say. 2 cars ahead of the 3 cars behind you. That's a brilliant helicopter shot, I must say. Caesar is once again struggling. This is going to be Mirror's opportunity to pounce. A yellow flag for Jishnu, is it? I think that must be Jishnu. Nobody else is that far back at the moment. But Mirror did not get a good exit. He will still have the straight line speed, and the overspeed might help him make a move into the Senna SS. He decides against it, but he forces Caesar to go a bit wide there. Caesar's rear end is absolutely sliding as we see the rear end there from that perspective. And Redstone making a move on Mirul, and Redstone, alright, that's a neat move for the Williams driver. The Alpine losing some positions in a straight line. Up ahead though, this is a battle I've not covered for a while, is the battle for the lead. VFix has caught up to PSI despite being on harder tires and in a weaker car. VFix in the Alpine is hassling PSI in the Red Bull. Further back I see Jishnu has made a pit stop already, so he is the first of the drivers to make a pit stop in the field. And he's gone onto the hard tires, so I think Caesar should
Mirul goes for a spin.
Yeah, Mirul, I can't spot him. Alright, there's Mirul. Was that front wing damage for Mirul? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
As we go back up to the front for Redstone! Have you been hit, or was that a spin under acceleration?
I think it's just a casual spin under acceleration.
Alright, so that was very sad, I must say, that at the moment I switched to you had a spin. Vifix and PSI are racing pretty hard. Vifix had a very bad run out of the Senna SS on towards Curvatusol, and Redstone, you get a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I think you're going for a new strategy, it seems. Shrikant trying to make the move on Harsh down the Teto Posta, and Shrikant gets past the Alfa Romeo driver, and Harsh goes for the dive. My word, these two are also friends and teammates, but that was wow. I think Harsh just completely missed his breaking point. So there you go, no friends on track, it's pure racing. Shrikant will be furious with Harsh for making that ill-fated attempt at a move, and he's now back to P7. And Hushraf Sharath is Domitor. We have raced with them quite a bit as well, yeah. Yash is behind Easy Level. Easy Level has...
I think I'm just gonna give Abhishek a bit of company. I saw him have a bit of a lonely race.
I can confirm one thing, that the moment Chips goes on board with someone.
Yeah.
You saw that, didn't you, Chips?
Nah, actually I missed it. But
what is Caesar's position, Chips?
Yellow flag, for Smith, I believe it is. Harsh in the pit lane, and what's happening here to Smith and Harshi was side by side going down the main straight. Caesar is currently in P4 Redstone, so he needs to move 3 places up from where he is right now. Harsh in the pit lane going on to soft tires. So Domitor saying that they all need to calm down. It's a long race to go. I completely agree, Domitor. They do need to calm down. It's imperative for them to have a calm head under pressure. As I'm on board with Yash, let's have a look if the commentator's curse is real. I don't think it is, because you seem to be absolutely fine, Yash. So So don't go all blasphemy on
Meanwhile,
me.
Abhishek and I are just doing our own thing here, having a bit of fun racing.
P17.
So Shrikant and Raman are going to get into a battle this lap.
Alright, Shrikant has a bit of a tail end snap there going through Merulio. Sorry, I think it is Ferradura. Whatever this corner is. Wow. Oh, I need to learn my corner names. Another yellow flag in the middle sector for a Mercedes. That's Hershey, I believe. But that's a prolonged yellow flag, not a safety car though. As I see a nice little battle here between the McLaren and the Williams. Two very historic teams. Raman is past the walking based outfit. And Shrikant is falling back. Yash on the move on easy level, but Shrikant is squirming around. Shrikant is not very comfortable
I'm
in
just having crazy
car.
overspeed on the DRS zones, but I'm having to back off because I don't want to make any outrageous
Another yellow
moves
flag.
here.
Yellow flag for Jishnu. So I must say it is okay. There's a nice little battle here between who's this easy level and Yash. Founder versus driver. Who's it gonna be? I think Yash, you will have the superior grip despite being on the harder compound. But nothing
No, he was
doing here.
understeering towards me, so I
Nothing doing there. And Archit with very smooth steering inputs, I must say, and staying behind the Red Bull. So up ahead, oh, PSI got a horrible exit out of Junsao, and that's gonna give Vifix every reason to make a move into turn one. The Senna S's. I think this is the opportunity. No, I think PSI is dumping a bit of battery here. Yeah, there's a very big battery disparity between the pair of them, as we saw from their onboard dash. And I think everybody has just seemed to settle into a bit of a rhythm. A yellow flag, Jishnu has crashed out from the session.
And
that's the full safety car. So the first safety car of the session, and what's it gonna be? So luckily for the top few, they all avoided the safety car coming out the pit lane. But I see it's Wicked Vicky, King Mirrol and Basil who are in the pit lane, all on the mediums, and they're all gonna go on to hards, I believe. That's the only logical strategy call from here. Smith, he did not have a very good start, but he is gonna go on to the hard tires as well, I believe, and he gets a 5-6 penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, that is unfortunate. Rest on you carry on, so does Abhishek. Hershey is a long way back. But what do the top few do? And more crucially, what does Caesar do? Mediums or hards? We have 26 laps left in the race.
I think he should go for the hards.
Hards?
Yeah, definitely.
I think he should go for the mediums. He is definitely struggling with his car, so he should go on a softer compound. Just absolutely go for it, and then towards the end, I assume there might be another safety car, given how close drivers were racing. It's possible that there might be some contact, few moves being made, and the safety car is waiting for the drivers at.
Yeah, I just went by, saw that beautiful red Mercedes, just chilling.
Yes. And Hershey gets a 3-sec penalty behind the safety car.
And
PSI Vifix in the box.
Do you have any update on what Caesar is doing?
Caesar is in the box, but oh, did he break his front wing, Caesar? I think he ran into the back of Charles Leclerc. I was just following PSI and Vifix at the moment. I hope Caesar has his front wing repair set to yes, because there it is. There is front wing damage on that Haas. He gets his front wing changed. He does go into mediums as I thought he would, and as he should, because there's a lot of traffic in the pit lane, and he now falls behind the likes of Shooter, Raman level, and Shrikanda. Caesar has crashed! Hoshrav is the champion for season 3!
Oh my god. That's very unfortunate for Caesar, but yeah, Hoshrav's done it. He's had an exceptional season. They threw everything at him. That's one way to win a championship.
I'm absolutely speechless here.
Watch the race during a seminar and still win it. How did he just like lose it on traction, or what happened there, Chip?
He exited the pit lane. I don't think he turned the steering wheel on time, because he just went straight into the barrier and he took himself out, and he is out of the running. That's it. Caesar has binned it in the pit lane. Exiting the pit lane, I must say. Oh my, I'm absolutely speechless. How has that happened? The events that have unfolded in these past 45 seconds or so have been unbelievable.
Nonetheless, congratulations to Hoshra for sealing the championship of season 3. He's driven magnificently, knowing that he's taken the Haas I think the Haas for most of the
Haas,
season.
maximum the Williams,
And
the entirety of season 3, yeah.
which is hats off to him for score. I think he did score a lot of points with that Haas as well. Like he was on the podiums quite a bit. So
Yes, it is.
taking nothing away from him. It has been exceptional by him. So yeah, congratulations Ushrav on that. Unfortunate for
Wow.
Caesar, but just quickly checking on the stats. Does Abhishek have a chance to finish P2?
I don't think we've really kept a track of that. Let me have a look at the points table. He did pick up a few points at Canada, Abhishek. I would like to ask both Hushrav and Caesar to join the party at the end of the race, along with our podium finishers. But I see the driver standings, so it is. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why this happens just with me. The championship is still showing Abhishek's in P2, but yeah, okay, right, so let's have a look. So Abhishek's is in. My phone needs an upgrade. I need some commentator prize money from THT. So Abhishek's is currently on 190 points, and Caesar's on 215. So just like we were saying for Caesar, Abhishek needs to win the race in order to have a chance at overhauling Caesar, which at the moment it doesn't look like it, but as you saw with Caesar, anything is possible. And yeah, expect the unexpected. Vifix and PSI were giving each other a very hard time, I must say. So that's going to be interesting. I think if these two keep battling the way they are, there is bound to be some contact. What it results in, I'm not sure, but there's bound to be some degree or level of contact between them. And PSI in the chat congratulating Caesar. So PSI, wow, that is nice to see you in the chat. And he's congratulating Caesar for what is it? I'm not sure, winning it. What do you? That's it for as oh my word, Abhishek's onto the grass, and Redstone and Abhishek's having a nice time. A little bit of baji. Championship's done for Abhishek needs to win the race, and yes, this is all very. It's gonna be a lot of fun for Yash to enjoy in the steward's room a bit later on. Yash, please note everybody, even yourself, for some incident.
Hey!
I did already. If you check the incidents report, I've already noted myself.
What is he doing?
Alright, this is very interesting. Even under safety car, we have some action here. Teammates in a Mercedes and currently driving a Mercedes powered engine, Redstone. Abhishek's in a Honda engine, and this is getting too close for comfort, I must say, going towards Bico de Pato. Abhishek's is okay, what's going on here?
It's probably going to be a very.
Yeah, that's good. There you go. It's going to be a very late call. What are you going to say, Yash? Is it going to be a late call? Well, let's find out. Yash, don't not let me know when you decide to go. But I must say there's a lot of backup going on here. I hope nobody runs into each other. Yash is going absolutely at a snail's pace, or rather the top speed of a VF21. But you have bolted, and that's a good restart. PSI is right behind. Vifix has not got the best of restarts for his under threat from Charles Leclerc, who's deploying all his battery, going towards the Senna as the Ferrari driver is gonna make the move on the Alpine driver Willy. They're side by side, but Vifix has a superior grip, and Charles has to settle for P4. Shooter he doesn't get the best of runs out of that corner through the curve. It is all onto the Reto Posta. We go. And Shooter's a long way back. Further back, Harsh and Shrikant and Archit is it. 3 cars embroiled in a brilliant battle, and I think Shrikant is the biggest loser in all that. Yeah, Shrikant lost, I think 2 places in that little skirmish. Up ahead, the 2 Red Bulls, Linus Turn. Yash, the only driver to not have pitted under safety car and the only driver yet to serve his mandatory pit stop, is holding up his teammate for the night, PSI Legends. And they're gonna go to the Albon corner. Are we gonna see any moves? Albon like, no, I don't think we are. I'm just following everybody here. Sorry for the weird camera action here, but nonetheless, Red Bull v Red Bull. PSI's exit is compromised through Junsao. Charles did get past Vifix. I missed that. I'm apologetic for that. I'm very sorry. But we do see PSI on the back.
Absolutely no grip.
PSI on the back of the or the Red Bull, and is the Sergio Perez Red Bull, which is about to be overtaken by the Max Verstappen Red Bull into turn 1. PSI goes for the outside line, which is a very risky move, I must say. But it didn't really pan out for him there. Now through the curve it is Sol, on down through the retro Costa. Is DRS enabled? I'm not sure, but he does not need DRS PSI, for he's gonna make the move without DRS. And Charles Leclerc, will he go for a move as well? Charles sends one on the inside but backs out of it. VFX has nothing to contend with. I was gonna say he's gonna send one down the inside, but Charles Leclerc going down the inside at Ferradura. He can't possibly make the move there, can he? Towards Larania we go. Vifix has the outside line with the grip. Can Vifix make it stick? He does. Charles is still there harassing him. Vifix and Charles make some contact, and through to the Albon corner we go. They're still side by side. This is some brilliant racing. Charles Leclerc has to cede the position to Vifix in the end there. And now two very good friends, Yash and Vifix. What's gonna happen here? The last time these two were this way at Brazil. Wow, that brings back some interesting stats. But yeah, nonetheless, we focus on tonight's race. Vifix makes the move on Yash, but Charles gets a double toe, and into the Senna S's we go. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Vifix? Is it gonna be Yash? Is it gonna be Charles Leclerc who gets ahead? It's gonna be Charles Leclerc who gets into P2. Yash picks up a penalty, and Vifix, I think, will make the move on this run down the back straight. Yash is still defending the Alpine driver, but in the end has to cede the position. Raman and Shooter very close. Raman almost wiping out Shooter there. Towards Ferradura we go.
The pack is bunched up by Hugh.
As Wicked Vicky taking advantage of that bunched up pack. Harsh taking advantage of that bunched up pack. Shrikant losing out massively because Mirul is making the move around the outside at this corner. I'm not sure which one was the name of the corner. But Mirul making some moves after his unfortunate sequence at the restart. What happened to him was a bit unfortunate. They make slight contact. They're almost rubbing wheels.
It's going to be hairy.
It is hairy, but neither of them getting a good exit out of Junsao. I want to actually follow this battle, but I'm going to follow the battle up ahead. It is Raman onto the grass there. Sorry. My word, safety car. Safety car. That's a safety car.
What have I just seen? They've taken each other out. Completely swiped.
What Redstone? So we missed that. I was switching it
so
to the
they were on the
front.
main straight. I think Shrikant was going down the inside. I think there could have been more space for all three of them to fit, like, go past, but oh my god. The safety car is trying to kill us.
The safety car is really, I was just going to mention that drivers having to avoid the safety car. So Yash, are you going to box? You have to.
Yep.
Are you going to box now?
Yep.
Okay. So Yash, what's it going to be? Mediums or softs?
Mediums.
Alright. Do you expect those ahead of you to box?
Nope.
I kind of do.
Quite the takeout, I must say. That was... Who took who out?
So Mirul and Shrikant.
Mirul and Shrikant.
Yeah, but who took who out?
I'm sorry, that was quite sad to see, but like very funny at the same time as well.
Who, Shrikant took Mirul out?
Mirul
Well, there was a racing incident.
Just another incident.
Yes, racing incident on the race. Let's have a look at PSI. Is PSI gonna box? PSI is gonna stay out. Charles Leclerc is gonna stay out. V6 is gonna stay out. Raman staying out. Shooter is boxing. So is Yash. Harshit is as well. Easy Level stays out. Wicked Vicky stays out. Harsh in the box. And Yash with a penalty, as we can hear very clearly from that. Smith stays out on hard tires, is it? Alright. So, those who have boxed, I think everybody's gonna go on to mediums. No doubt about that. I must say I do expect another safety car. Even though there are just 15 drivers left, I do expect another safety car.
If Caesar just kept it on track, there could have been a lot of opportunities going forward.
Definitely. I must
because
say
I was plumb last, I'm P7 right now, so...
Yeah. As the pack catches up to the safety car. And I have a bit of water there, sorry. Redstone.
Did you like my drift?
Yes, but thand rakho thoda. I need you to finish the race. I would like for you to finish the race. But I think I assume from if the past is anything to go by, the pair of you are gonna retire at the end of the race
No.
to avoid Yash. Yash at the moment it won't really affect anybody's race, but Redstone I think it will because you would
I will.
give.
I'm going to retire.
So it's Yash who is being a bit selfish here, being the Carlos Sainz.
Oh,
in
what?
the-
Safety car in?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. It's Codemasters. Why are you surprised?
Wicked Vicky is in AI still.
I shall be on board with Charles Leclerc. I will let go of the corner names, corner numbers. I'm just gonna go on the basis of my heart, left turn, right turn, and so on. That's what I know best. Vifix, what can he do? What can PSI do? Can Raman do something? What about Easy Level Bot? He's risen up the field. Let's have a look at the position changes. 12 places gained for Easy Level. Let's have a look at that a bit later. And the safety car is in. PSI is not gone yet. He's not bolted. PSI is still not bolted. He's gonna take it to the line. I believe there's some position trading going on. PSI has bolted. That's a very late restart. That's gonna cause a lot of chaos towards the rear end of the field. I see Raman and Easy Level very close, almost coming close to contact, but thankfully they evade it each other. I see a Red Bull and a Merc, that is Harshi and Yash Kosalia. Yash getting past. Oh, sorry, there's Archit, I think. Harshi is getting overtaken by Smith. Is it, or did he overtake Smith? Well,
He overtook Smith.
yeah, and Basil
Oh, bro,
and Abhishek.
fuck.
Oh, Yash, come down with your. Yeah?
No, that. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, calm down. We are yet to monetize THT, but that won't help us. But nonetheless, Basil and Abhishek were battling, and I see Smith has had a bit of a moment. I think he made contact with somebody.
Yeah, with me. That's because Harsh dived down the inside and I had nowhere to go.
Easy Level Bot and Raman very close. Basil and Redstone very close. Harshi also on the back of Abhishek. Abhishek has caught back up to the mid pack, and he needs to get a good result if he wants to steal that P2 from Caesar. And Redstone, you're absolutely squirming. Do you have the tires warmed up, or do you have some issues?
No, just skill issue.
Oh, okay. I think that skill issue might come as a bit of a hindrance to you, as Basil might go for a move into turn 1, which he does. And I think the harsh driver has it sorted. Redstone, you do lose the place. That was a nice series of corners by the pair of you, I must say. Good racing. Are you going to come back for more? You're not. You're going to hold position
Not
for
here.
now.
That was a good move. I had to give him the space, but all good.
Yep, that's a neat move there. Harshi exceeding track limits. Harsh with a penalty. So the namesakes, I don't know what they're doing there. Harsh and Harshi. One exceeds track limits, the other gets a penalty for exceeding track limits. Harsh on shooter. Very close. Shrikant, hello. Walk us through what happened there. That was interesting, I must say, from Redstone's reaction that we heard. It was very, very interesting. Once again, Basil and Redstone side by side. Basil has a spin. No, that's Abhishek. My apologies. That's an AlphaTauri. Last weekend Basil was in the AlphaTauri. That's why.
I don't know what he tried to do there. I tried to let him go.
As we have Wicked Vicky on the back of Easy Level on the back of Raman. This is gonna be feisty and interesting and spicy into turn 1. But none of them are gonna make any moves, or are they? Wicked Vicky is tagged by Easy Level Bot, and he's gonna come under threat from URL Basil, who gets a brilliant run out of cover to solve. Yellow flag for Harshi, who's at a moment Abhishek with a penalty. That is very problematic. And Wicked Vicky holds position. What's happening to the Williams further back? That's Yash and Redstone. So the two founders. All right, this is an ego game here. Who's the faster one of the two pair of you? Who's the faster one? Let's find out.
You'll see in this
let's find out.
chips.
Let's find out. Let's focus on the other battles for now. I will get back to this battle here for a moment. I'm going to follow Vifix and Charles, who are P2 and P3 at the moment. Vifix is on the offensive. Charles Leclerc is on the defensive. Charles is still within DRS range of PSI. It is. I think they're working together, PSI and Charles, despite being in a different team. They are both very good friends, I believe. A yellow flag for. All right. Yeah, and you've beached your car, have you? No, you've not. And Vifix into turn 1. Doesn't have the straight line speed here, but Wicked Vicky does. He's gonna make the move on Easy Level Bot, and he's gonna get past Wicked Vicky on a resurgence here, and he is probably gonna get Raman as well. down the Reto Pasta towards the Interlagos. I think so would Vifix. Redstone with a penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. Is that your race over, Redstone? Please let us know. Shrikant Das has rejoined the race for some reason. I think to race engineer somebody. Easy level, Wicked Vicky and Ramen. So close. It's not possible to call it here. Who's gonna come out on top? And Ramen's been tagged by Wicked Vicky. Oh no, that is not what you need there. Basil and Yash, I think you came a bit close. Yash and Easy, I think you all both made contact. The pair of you.
No, no.
Alright, so somebody made contact. I'm not sure who it was. Those camera angles were not very good. But we go back to Vfix, who is right behind Shal and who has fallen out of DRS range from PSI. So I don't think they're working out. No, they are working together. Look at the way PSI just slowed down. He's lost 4 tenths on a straight line. You don't just do that. And there you go, Shal with DRS. This is the Lando Norris Carlos Sainz game. But PSI must remember that it should not come back to bite him in the rear. Towards the end of the race, Shal might want to go on the offensive. I don't think Shal can. He is not in the faster car here. Yash is in the fastest car on the grid, and a move on easy level bot looks to be impending. DRS open down the Reto Pasta, and the Red Bull tries to get the move of the McLaren as well, but Wicked Vicky stays ahead. Yash also holds his position. Basil is behind the trio of them. Easy level with a great run going towards Ferradura. Wicked Vicky will have to see the position, or really this is where he made contact with Ramen last lap, and he's very close. No track limits, I must say. That is respectful racing by everybody involved. Basil has a bit of a slide or a snap or something. He just lost grip midway through the corner. Up ahead, this is a very interesting game here. Shal is backing up Vifix. PSI and Shal are working in tandem. PSI is giving Shal DRS every single lap down the main straight, but Shal is running out of battery. Vifix has a lot of battery to play with, and Vifix is going to go for it on the main straight. He's going to go for the move on the Ferrari driver, Charles Leclerc. In the Charles Leclerc Ferrari, loses the place, but with the help of DRS, it won't matter. He just can't get past, and he is now going to have to slot into P3. Wicked Vicky and Easy Level Boards. What a brilliant little battle here. I must say this is my favorite battle across the field right now. Wicked Vicky, Easy Level Bot, Basil Shooter. Shooter also got himself involved here. That is brilliant to see. Wicked Vicky now behind the Aston Martin. All Mercedes powered cars here, P4 and P5. And Yash. Oh, Yash and Shooter. What's happened? Yash, please walk us through what happened.
Yeah, this is my fault that I take that on me.
Alright, Shooter's not gonna be happy with that, but yeah, will you do note yourself for an incident and give yourself a season ban for the for the same. But yeah, this brilliant 5-car battle is now reduced to a 3-car battle. Easy Level, Wicked Vicky and Basil are the only cars remaining in this little battle. Up ahead, Vifix is hassling PSI. PSI has also charged up his battery pack. Charles Leclerc is falling back, so the DRS was the only thing keeping him within touching distance of the leader. Vifix into turn 1, we go on towards the Senna S's. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna see a move? Not on this occasion, but probably down the Reto Pasta towards the Interlagos. A yellow flag for who's that? Yash, who's speeding in the pit lane, and you've retired from the session. That's not going to be a safety car because that's in the pit lane. Basil around the outside tries to make the move. Can't make it stick here. And we have, 5 retirees at this point. Battle for the lead here. Vifix and PSI banging wheels at the Interlagos. Going towards Ferradura. Vifix has to stay back for now, hang back, but for how much longer? He's getting impatient because Charles is catching back up. PSI is sliding around, struggling on those tires. Wicked Vicky and Wicked Vicky is broken free from Easy Level Bot, I think, because now Easy Level is under threat from Basil. These two have had a few run-ins over the course of F123's life cycle.
Yellow flag.
But that's for Yash's retired car. But let's have a look. God. My word, PSI had a horrible exit out of Junsao, and he and Vifix are going to be so close going towards turn 1. The Senna S's, PSI needs to deploy all his battery, and there you go. That is the might of the Red Bull. Even with DRS, it is a task for Vifix to get back close to the Red Bull. And the helicopter shot giving us a great view of how PSI is backing up Vifix through the Senna S's. Vifix, he just can't do anything. The Red Bull driver is defending like a lion, like a tiger, like a jaguar. Every possible animal in the animal kingdom who's a fighter.
That's something we'd love to see.
That is a brilliant bit of defense, and there's no defense offered up by Basil. He could not do anything. The straight line speed on that Aston Martin Mercedes was too much for the Haas Ferrari to handle. But he has the skill, he has the grip. I don't think he has the car underneath him though, as Basil has to slot in behind easy level for the time being at least. As wow, so many battles going on all around the field. I think we haven't been able to follow all of it. Let's get back to this battle. It is for the lead of the race after all. Once again, PSI going through Merulio and at Junsao. PSI does not get a very good exit out of Junsao every single lap. This lap it is the much better exit than last time out. Charles Leclerc is back in DRC, but he's a long way back. He is in P3. And I must realize at this point, let's have a look at turn 1 though before I realize what I must realize. Yeah,
so,
Yash, you have been retired,
yeah, so Chips, I'm actually going to state something here that even I was struggling for exit there. In fact, in some of the corners, the tires are just overheating on that Red Bull. I think because of the realistic performance, there are some changes you need to make to this car, which already has a lot of downforce in its DNA. I think it's quite a rear limited car right now in the current setup, which PSI were running and me as well.
Harsh is out. That's a safety car. Oh yeah, sorry, Yash. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the setups which I was running as well wasn't very suited to the Red Bull because the car was just struggling with temperature. My tires were on 107, 108 degrees constantly. So that is probably a reason why PSI is also struggling.
And PSI and Vifix made contact behind the safety car. That was very...
Oh my god!
Did you have to avoid the safety car there, Redstone?
I need to clip this.
And you also need to... Oh, Shooter with a drive-through! Shooter, man, what have you done? What do the top 3 do? Will PSI, Vifix and Charles box? PSI will box, so does Vifix, so does Charles. Everybody will box, I believe. So it's gonna be a brave call if anybody stays out. PSI with a 5-second penalty. PSI! Oh no, everybody's gonna box. Raman cutting a little bit of the pit entry there. Shooter will box as well. Everybody's gonna go onto soft tires, but this is gonna be a very interesting end to the race. PSI... Vifix had to change his wing. Yeah, Vifix had to change his wing there. Obviously, I think he made some contact with PSI and broke a portion of his end plate or something. But now this promotes Wicked Vicky into P3, Basil into P4, Charles into P2. Vifix is now P5, Easy Level is P6. Everybody has boxed for a set of fresh soft tires and Redstone. That's a double lockup, but you did slow down in time. So I think that's.
I was just trying to see. Anyway,
Yash, what?
Yes, boss.
What do you think is going to happen from here? 29 laps into this race, we have 6 retirees. One of whom is yourself and your teammate for the night. PSI Legends leads the race. He does have a 5-sec penalty. Charles Leclerc is right behind him. These two are working very well. Shooter with another penalty, 3 sec for track limits. He also has a drive-through. So PSI with a 5-second, Basil and Abhishek with a 3-second each. So does Hershey have a 3-second as well. Shooter has a drive-through and 3-second penalty. So it's an interesting situation here. So let's have a look at the position changes. Yash, run us through the position changes.
1 second, Chips. I'm just not on this thing. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back.
Would you like me to do it, or would you want to wait for me?
No, you can do it. I'm just.
Alright. So, PSI holds his position. He started on pole. He is currently in P1. He does have a 5-sec penalty to contend with though. Charles Leclerc is up 4 places from P6 to P2. Wicked Vicky holds his position. Basil up 3 places. Vifix down 3. And behind him, it's impressive. Everybody has gained a position. Easy Level up 11 places. Abhishek's up 2. Raman holds position. Okay, that's a... Yeah, Shooter up 1 position, but he is going to lose that immediately once the safety car comes in because he's going to have to service drive-through mandatory. Smith up a position. Archit up 7. Redstone, you have held your position. And Hershey is up 3. But yeah.
It's been a wild ride, I must say.
Definitely.
Oh, honestly, I think I'm collecting enough penalty points for either a qualifying ban or a race ban for sure.
Harsh,
I
he did
think I
some.
sort of killed Smith and Shooter because that Red Bull is just it's so fast in the corners that I couldn't judge slowing down as much as I should have. And I mean that's on me. That's completely on me. So I'm sorry to Smith and Shooter, but I shall very conveniently give myself a race ban.
Yes.
And mark my attendance as attending for our season starter in season 4, so that race ban can be taken off.
Yes, definitely so. As I can hear somebody's enjoying a nice munching in the background.
Oh, I ran into the back of Achit.
Did you?
Oh, I'm also going to give
5 seconds.
Redstone a season ban.
I think that is. And Domith was saying that Shooter Darling is not listening to his tips every time. All right. So that's a
You mean
nice
say he's stealing
camaraderie.
his ideas?
That's nice camaraderie between the pair of them. And yeah, Shooter is in a very unlucky position at the moment. He has a drive-through and a 3-second penalty, and he's on in P9. So regardless of what happens here, he's gonna rejoin P13. But Yash, take us to the restart. I'm on board with Charles Leclerc. Or actually, I'll be on cinematic. Let us know. Take us to the restart.
I am on board with PS. Oh, what? Where is Charles going?
No, I think PSI just went for a bit of a odd lineup there.
And he is going to go in 3, 2, 1.
0.5,
He's not gonna
0.3,
go.
0.2,
Yeah,
0.1.
yeah, he's gone.
There
he's
you
gone.
go. Look at that. What a fantastic picture there. But the midfield is so bunched up.
Oh,
Easy
there's
level
some
locks
contact
up.
at the back.
Yeah, easy level locks up.
Oh,
Shooter
wicket,
and
right on the tail of
Abhishek.
Charles.
Yeah, and
And he goes off.
Wicket Vicky should rejoin safely. Wow, and Vifix is still there. Wicket Vicky might go for a dive. Decides against it. Almost wipes out the Alpine driver in the process. Basil now going through to Interlagos. The side by side, the Haas and the McLaren. And Wicket Vicky has a superior car and stays ahead of the Haas driver. Wow.
Oh, and there's a Ferrari in front of Redstone just pointing the direction the corner wasn't. And
What's happened? What's happened? What's happened?
Redstone very close to pulling off Lewis on Albon there.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything.
Let's have a look up front. Charles Leclerc still in P2. He is within a second of PSI at the moment. And once again, it is Vifix Cutter behind Charles Leclerc. So I think old rivalries are going to come back here. Charles and Vifix, they were battling for the majority of the mid part of the race. Raman and Shooter in the pit lane.
Both the Mercedes going for it.
Yep, Archit and Hershey. But let's have a look up front. This is the battle I'm really interested in. Vifix and Charles Leclerc. Vifix, can he make the move? He can't. PSI is backing off a little bit. Basil, easy level and Abhishek. Oh, I think easy level almost had to go into the grass there. A yellow flag for who's that? Is that Smith Shah once again? Smith not enjoying his time in the Ferrari or on those soft tires. And this is getting ridiculously close, I must say. At the front, let's have a look at the gap to the lead of Redstone with another penalty now. And the top three separated by less than a second. Wicket Vicky joining this little battle here. Little train forming, and PSI still leading. Charles Leclerc still in P2. Wicket Vicky could pose a threat to Vifix come turn
I'm not
one.
gonna lie, but VFix is really driving the bolts out of this French tractor.
PSI would not like to
Keeping
hear
up
that.
with the Ferrari and Red Bull is not a joke.
Yeah,
And
but
also keeping in front of the McLaren for that matter. The Alpine is, in terms of performance, not that great of a car.
Basil with the fastest lap, and yeah, I mean, we do know Vifix. Archit has
And
retired.
Archit is retired.
That would that be a safety car? Why on earth would that be a safety car? And Smith missed the pit lane. Redstone, you got into the pit lane. And you're gonna have to serve your 5 sec, which is now gonna get reduced. Your penalty is gonna get reduced to a 3 sec. So, one final safety car here. One last hurrah for everybody. I sincerely hope drivers stay sensible in this last 2 laps and just don't go all Hail Mary. That's what I expect might happen, but I don't really want it to happen.
I think the safety car is out for more blood. No, okay, kept out.
Wow, this is going to be interesting. Safety car should be in at the end of the next lap, so I think Redstone, by the time you catch up, it should be in. Smith might box, I believe. I think that's his only saving grace there, as he does not have a penalty. So if he gets onto a fresh set of tires, his tires are quite hot at the moment with the amount of spins he's had, and they're
PSI
fine
did
up
try
there.
dummying absolutely no one.
It's not going to fool anybody though. We know he's not going to box. Shooter is a long way back. Smith should box. He will probably box. I don't exactly get how Archit retired. Could not really catch it there.
This still could be anybody's race here.
Yep. We do know that at this point PSI might not win this and Smith, please slow down in time. Oh, he does. And now Redstone will inherit P11 and Smith will be on fresh tires for the end of this race.
I think I have a mountain to I need to actually send it.
Did Smith go to medium?
You can't slow down Redstone because the safety car will be in this lap.
So guys, Smith has gone on to medium tires. Smith has gone on to medium tires. Does he not have a set of fresh?
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
So, with just 2 laps to go, once we cross the line, if the safety car is coming in this lap, which it will
definitely be.
The game will let us have 2 laps of racing. That is a bit of a nightmare for some 2021 Hamilton fans to hear. Safety car, 2 laps of racing. But yeah, we're not here to discuss controversial events. We're here to discuss the season finale. Yash, as the founder, how has this race panned out in your eyes?
It's quite a hectic one.
Smith might not catch up to the pack in time unless PSI really slows them all down.
But you know what? Redstone is going to catch the pack exactly at the moment his tires are all fired up, so it's not all lost for him.
Yeah, anything is still possible, but I think Redstone, you said you will retire, so let's see what happens here. We have 12 cars left in the race. Smith is at Junsao. PSI is approaching the the start finish
straight. He's gone. PSI is gone.
No, he's not gone yet.
He's gone.
That was not a very good restart by him, I must say. As Shal is right behind him. Vifix is also right there. Basil, Easy Level Bot, Abhishek's all very close to one another. And I think it is Abhishek who gets the better of Easy Level Bot and he's ahead. Shooter, Hershey, Redstone, very, very close to one another. Smith is a long way back, but up ahead, this is the penultimate lap of the race. Somehow PSI needs to claw 5 seconds away from the rest of the field if he wants to hold on to that race victory. Vifix is hot on the heels of Charles Leclerc. Will he go for a dive? Will Charles be able to defend? Charles is defending like a lion, like a puma, like a boar. I'm running out of animals here to discuss. Albon corner, no Albon moves coming on this occasion. Everybody getting through very neatly. Charles has built up a 1.6 second gap to PSI. I think they're definitely working in tandem.
Charles had a moment coming out of the last corner, so Vifix will have a good run, but both of them will be absolutely deploying.
Charles is defending for PSI as we start the last lap of the race. If this is going to go down the inside, he has to. There's no other way. But he does not.
Charles goes wide. Vifix will cut back in.
But Charles has the battery.
Go around the outside like.
Yellow flag. Hershey's out. That's it. On the last lap of the last race of the season, Hershey is out. And Wicked Vicky might look to make a move on Vifix. Will he? He does not. So Charles Leclerc is defending like an absolute animal here. Wicked Vicky and Vifix make contact. PSI up ahead has a lead of 2 seconds.
Vifix on the inside of Charles. He's got Charles. This is Vifix's race to win.
There's contact. There are multiple cars involved. I think that was Wicked Vicky was involved as well. Charles and Vifix made contact. Why do I keep saying PSI? I'm sorry for that. As Wicked Vicky almost doing what Albon and Hamilton did back in 2019. Charles Leclerc, he is going to be P2 at the moment. I don't think it's going to be enough for PSI.
Vifix will have a run on him. Vifix will have a run on him.
As we go up to the line, who will come out on top? Will it be the Alpine? Will it be the Ferrari? For now, it's going to be the Red Bull who is going to win the race on track. Charles does stay ahead. Wicked Vicky. Basil gets ahead of Wicked Vicky. Easy level without penalties. Gets ahead. He finishes P4. And that's one retired. I could not even see the final classification at the end there. Wow. My word, that was a hectic last lap. And it ends. The season ends with Charles Leclerc on top, pending towards inquiry. PSI did win the race on track, but I'm not sure where he finished in the end. Yeah, that's the McLaren of Wicked Wiki there. So I think penalties really have hampered a lot of drivers' races. But
So we have PSI, Charles, and VFix.
no, we have Charles, Vifix, and Wicked Wiki.
Oh, sorry, we could have PSI.
Yeah. So
All right,
Redstone, run us
guys,
through the order.
I have an
Okay.
emergency. I need to run, so
All right, no worries.
can you guys? Yeah.
Yep. So Charles Leclerc wins the race by just over a tenth from Vifix. Wicked Wiki finishes less than 6 tenths behind the race winner. Easy level, got no penalties, and he still he finished P4 from P17. That is a well-deserved drive of the day as per the game. PSI from P1 falls down to P5 after that 5-second penalty that really hampered his race. Smith Shah, I did say he would have a shot at the end there. He finishes P6 and gets 8 points in the process. Basil gets the fastest lap with P7. Abhishek is P8, Brahman's P9, and Shooter, the last of the finishers, in P10. Redstone, Harshi, Archit, Harsh, Yash, Mirul, Shrikant, Caesar, Jishnu did not finish the race. A lot of incidents as well. And that is quite the season finale we've had here.
Yep, what a season it's been.
Yep.
Pretty much dominated by Hoshraf for most of the part in that tractor of a Haas, but we still had quite some battles on track, quite some battles in the stewards room. And we have VFix who's just joined us at probably the later half of the season, still finishing halfway above everyone else. We don't have Charles or Wicked Wiki, so Chips, why don't you take us away with VFix?
I think we can wait a moment for those two to join, Wicked Wiki and Charles. I shall add them to the party as well.
I have already added them to the party, so
All right. I'll send them an invite as well. So I think we'll start off with Vifix.
yep.
Vifix, are you here?
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, indeed. Vifix, you did finish P2 in the end. You finished P3 on track, but I'm sure there are going to be a few reports from your side on the driver who just joined the party, Charles Leclerc, and on PSI as well. Walk us through your race, Vifix. In the Alpine, which is a definite midfield car, you were looking like the cream of the crop. You were absolutely on fire. Every single
Low
lap.
midfield just for the sake of saying it.
No, I just think like in the middle, the car is made in France, but it might as well be made in the Midwest because every single thing about that car is made. But yeah, I think honestly, I don't think I drove that well. I think that was just down to the Red Bull driver. Just I don't know what he was doing. I was asking Basil his lap times at points, and he was lapping half a second faster than him in clean air in the middle of the race stints. So yeah, that just puts into perspective what the guy in the Red Bull was doing. And it's not even like he was slowing down on purpose as well. Like if you follow my stream, he was just I don't know what track he was driving on. It looked like he was driving on intermediates. Every corner he was.
The way for the first 10 seconds I thought, wait, when did I come and battle you? And then I realized you're talking about PSI.
But you two also did have a little battle there.
No, I tried putting him on the outside of the track just to give some memories, but he very smartly went on the other side. Yeah, we were following that PSI, Charles and VFix battle all throughout. There's quite a thing going on there.
Yeah, honestly, I think we would have had a better chance to just win the race on track had he not broken my wing under safety car where he just went.
Yeah, what happened there? What happened there?
He just slowed down. Or I'm off the racing line, so he has to be on it. And I reacted. He changed his line and then just broke on the on the outside. So, you know. I don't even know whether you guys saw the battles or not, but yeah, the one movement allowed thing was definitely taken. It might have been he might have read the rule as one movement allowed every second, uh, down the straight, the way he was defending. But first of all, how are you even? It's an Alpine versus a Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean, we did mention that you were absolutely driving the bolts out of a French tractor. Honestly, I'm insulting a tractor by calling an Alpine.
Yeah, honestly. And
But-
I would just like to apologize to Alpine's entire fan base because I thought that you guys were like had a lack of intelligence. I still think you guys do have a lack of intelligence, but now I can attribute that to your lead follower that I know of. So, yeah, sorry to the Alpine fans. All 5 of you will be very disappointed, I'm sure. But yeah, pretty good season. I think I got 100 points in 3 races in the end. So I think that's like 4th or 5th in the championship.
Yeah, we might have to
Points
calculate
hopefully.
quickest to a century in this league. So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
but
some good
anyways,
results.
congratulations to Hushra for attending that seminar and still winning the title. Good job. But yeah, that's all from my side.
I mean that story wrote itself with Caesar going into the wall, and that was quite uncharacteristic of Caesar. But we'll get to that probably later. Maybe someone took him out. We never know. But yeah, VFix, it was a really good race from you, especially in that Alpine. But unfortunately, P2 on track. But like the commentators of the previous league say that pending stewards inquiry.
Yes.
Moving on to Charles, finishing P1, following PSI for majority of that race in that Ferrari. It seemed like a handful to drive, or it was just a skill issue. We never know. Maybe you can tell us more about it. But quite interesting last lap at the safety car restart where you got cowed out a little bit by PSI, but then VFix really charged through, and I think there was a little bit of argy-bargy going on there where you all did touch each other, and I mean, we don't know what happened because we were on board with 2 different drivers at that point. But take us through your race.
I'll just send my POV, but I wasn't expecting to be fighting the front pack when I woke up this morning. It's been so long since, last time I won was when me and VFix were fighting at Brazil. I was in an Aston, he was in a Ferrari. I don't know if he still remembers. That was the 2021 game. The first stint was good. As I pulled into the pits, I saw Caesar behind me just coming in, 50 kilometers faster than me, rear-ended me. Then his car ghosted through his pit box and teleported to turn 1, I think. Super weird, but then he just retired from the race. Then I was just following PSI. I don't know. I didn't feel like I had the pace to fight him and VFix. I was just trying to, be a good friend to him, keeping in between VFix and him, giving him some breathing room. But the second safety car restart, he was weaving, and I guess I got too close and we touched, and I lost my end plate. So the last, I think, 6-7 laps, even the safety car restart, I was driving with half a wing, so my middle sector was obviously super slow. But I'll send my POV for the last lap. I know I touched with VFix, but I don't know. It wasn't on purpose. It's not like I rear-ended and we were going side by side and we touched and he just went on straight. I don't know how it worked, but that's basically it. But I'll send my POV. It's not for me to decide.
Yeah, so thanks for sending your POV and not deleting it or forgetting to record it like most of the other drivers in this league.
I got you.
Yeah, but nonetheless, a victory on track. Pending stewards inquiry is still a victory nonetheless. So congratulations, Charles and VFix for P1 and P2 in this race. Of course, a big congratulations to Hushra for winning the championship of Season 3 Realistic Division and Caesar finishing second. With Abhishek finishing in a lonely third. Thank you all of y'all for joining us through the season. Every race we've had quite a high average attendance of about 18 racers or 19 racers, something like that, which is quite extraordinary for us. We weren't expecting that at the start of the season, but we are overwhelmed and we will come bigger, better, faster, and with something different. So thank you everyone for joining us here. Chips, thank you for being on comms almost every race, taking us through every corner with your extremely knowledgeable mind of having every corner known by name. I barely remember what's turn 1, turn 2. I forget which is turn 3, turn 4, and you still know which name that is. So the hats off to that, Chips, and to everyone else who helped us make this a successful season. I shall see you all next season. I on stream, I'd like to apologize to Smith and Shooter. I think I killed them a bit. In the race, I have reported myself. Please, everyone else also who killed other people, report yourselves. But nonetheless, thank you everyone. Thank you VFix. Thank you Charles. Thank you Chips. I mean, you all can say your thank yous if you all want now.
Yes, indeed. Thank you and congratulations to Charles and Vifix. Also to Wicked Vicky who hasn't joined us.
Yeah, he said he's
today.
going to sleep.
Oh, all right. Well, he deserves it. It's a good podium finish for him. Well done. Well done, Vifix and Charles. Very, very eventful race. I thank all the drivers for making it as eventful as it was. Thank you to every driver who raced this season. Thank you to everybody who also showed up for comms. And thank you everybody for making this third season of THT one of the most memorable ones we've had yet. Do stay tuned. Season 4 is just around the corner. See you then. Until then, thank you. Take care. Good night. And bye-bye. See you very, very soon.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Once again, apologies to the 5 Alpine fans.
Yes, there you go. Thank you.